I'm going to leave you with three things. So thing number one is do not put your pride and your ego into your decision making. So there I was. I grew up in a blue-collar family. I went to Tufts and Harvard Law School. I'd worked at Goldman. I built 2 successful hedge fund businesses. I've got the chance to work for the American president. Even though it was probably not the right thing to do, I talked myself into it for pride, and I talked myself into it for ego purposes. If you're being honest with yourself in this room, you may have done that as an investor. You may have done that in a personal relationship. Take your pride and ego out of your decision-making. That's learning lesson number one. Learning lesson number two, when you're going through something like that, and that was arguably the most difficult time in my life, my wife and I were fighting. She filed for divorce on me, which was somewhat justifiable if you knew the whole backstory. And on the 24th of July, when I was in the White House working for President Trump, she gave birth to our son, James, and I missed the birth of my son. Where was I? I was with Donald Trump and the president's entourage on Air Force One. We had landed the plane in West Virginia, and he was making a speech to the Boy Scout summer camp, and we were 60 miles away from the plane, and there's a 125-mile no-fly zone around Air Force One, so it was impossible for me to get back to New York. Fired after 11 days, divorce filing, missed the birth of my son. So listen, if you're ever having a bad day and it's not cancer, call me. I'm going to make you feel a lot better, okay? So what I did was I pulled myself together. I had this PR guy say to me, listen, you should buy yourself a villa in Italy, and you should go to Italy and stay there for 5 years. Come back sometime in 2022. This will probably be all over by then, and even then you probably won't survive it. So learning lesson number two, don't do that, but go straight at the problem. And so what did I do? I went on 𝗕cie_𝗵𝘀𝗀. I went on Jimmy Kimmel. I was reading mean tweets. I mean, it was rough, man. I mean, there were some really bad tweets about me. I was reading them on Jimmy Kimmel. I went on the Bill Maher show, and I faced the music. So number two, when you have a disastrous situation like that, face music, go towards the problem, not away from it. And then the third thing, which is very meaningful to me and meaningful to my family and meaningful to my children and my wife, don't make your relationships in life disposable. And so we were fighting, the divorce was filed, and we reached the moment of reconciliation 8 years later, and I would make the argument that our relationship now is stronger than ever before, but it could have gone one way or the other. So just think about that in your personal relationships and in your life, about your pride. I had to swallow my pride in those moments and see if we could make that reconnection, and it was very valuable to me and very valuable to my children.